Hi fellow drummers, Tom from DrumWise here. Just a short video about lug locks. So I've been asked about what lug locks I use and how I use them. So the first thing to talk about here is actually the name, lug locks. You're not actually locking the lug of your drum at all. You're locking the tension rod in place, which of course then goes into the lug on your drum, which therefore stops your drum from detuning during a performance. Now I'm quite a hard hitter, so I was finding this was quite an issue for me on the tension rods closest to me on my snare drum. I've used lots of different lug locks over the years, and I've finally settled on a particular brand that I really like, which we'll talk about shortly. Of course, there are other brands available, but for me, these are just the ones that have worked the best. This is how I installed Gauger Percussion Lockerz on a Ludwig Black Beauty hot rod snare. First of all, loosen the tension rod. If you have a nylon and metal washer attached, I would recommend removing the nylon washer just because it's really hard to get two washers inside the lug lock. Push the lug lock onto the top of the tension rod at a slight angle until it clicks into place. Then push the bottom of the lug lock down towards the hoop. Once it's in position, you then have to tighten up the tension rod, which can be a bit tricky. Try and use quite a narrow drum key for this, as you have to try and get to the top of the tension rod while it's still attached to the lug lock. Tighten the tension rod by pressing down as you turn. Once the drum is in tune and at your desired pitch, this lug lock will hold the tension rod in place. I hope that's been helpful. I'm Tom from DrumWise.